Now, it's been a very long time since I've done a DVD review, but I felt like after watching a certain DVD that I needed to review it because it was an amazing card of wrestling. And that, my friends, is Shimmer, Volume 31. Now, I haven't talked a lot about Shimmer, which is surprising to a lot of people because people always email me and ask me, well, why you don't talk about Shimmer? Why you never review any of their DVDs? I do buy their DVDs, but for some strange reason, I've never really reviewed a lot of them. But this DVD that I bought last week, and I actually got a chance to watch it this weekend, was absolutely amazing. See, Shimmer has a tendency to have about probably like a 2 or 3 card DVD. Then the rest of the matches are all like mediocre in a sense. But compared to WWE and TNA, Shimmer is head and shoulders above any kind of women's action there is. I mean, it is the best women's company out there right now. Probably one of the only ones out there, especially in America. So let's get right down to it. First match, you got the Rate Tank, Kellie Skater from Australia against Jessie, oh, not should I say Jessie, but Jessica James, who was trained by Booker T. This was a really fun opener because Kellie Skater I actually like. She's really like arrogant and just cocky, and she brings this attitude like, you know, you just want to like just smack the shit out of her. But she's kind of like this like snot-nosed kind of kid type, but you just want to like just smack the shit out of her. And she played the crowd very well. The crowd responded very well to her. Jessica James, her first like singles match in Shimmer, so definitely I knew who was gonna go over here. Kellie Skater did. It was a good little match. Lasted about a couple of minutes, but Kellie Skater went over, which was good. So I give that about a good 1.5 stars. Now next you have Sassy Stephie. I like saying that name. Sassy Stephie against everyone's favorite girlfriend, Jessie McKay. Now Jessie McKay, another one from Australia, who's usually in a tag team with another girl that I can't seem to remember her name, but they're usually in tag team action. They're a pretty decent tag team from Australia. A lot of Australian girls in Shimmer, I guess due to Madison Eagles, who's going to be in the main event. She has a school out there in Australia, and I think she trained most of the girls that came here to Shimmer from Australia. So this was another little fun match. Sassy Stephie is like a really big bitch. Like, she has that bitch persona. She has that that look that you look at her and you're like, okay, this girl is a witch. Like, I can't stand her. And of course, Jessie McKay is like a sweet-faced little girl, and she actually went over with the boyfriend stealer, which is kind of like a powerbomb sit-down kind of move, which was pretty good. Fun little match, 2.5 stars. Next, the third match on the card is Malia Hosaka, the ring veteran herself. I mean, she's been around since the 1980s, against Rayna Von Tosh. Now, Rayna Von Tosh is a newbie, trained by Daffney, one of Daffney's students. Now, I heard talks of Rayna Von Tosh might be getting a WWE developmental deal. If that is the case, then I would be happy, because from what I've seen in this match, she does got some potential. She does have a nice little look to her. She kind of got like this burlesque kind of look, kind of like Dita Von Teese. So she has a nice little look to her, but she didn't go over in this match. Malia Hosaka, who came out with like kind of like a stick little figure with her tag team partner, Lexi Fife, and they're known as the Experience. So she came out with that because, you know, her partner is like injured right now. So Malia Hosaka did all her usual tricks. You know, she's a good little heel. She's been a heel for so long. I mean, I remember watching Malia back in like the mid '90s. I mean, I remember she did like a little run-in on Raw when she was in the audience when Ivory challenged a fan, and Malia Hosaka came in, and then she was also in WCW for a few matches. She fought Medusa. She fought a couple of other girls. I think she fought Molly Holly when she was known as Mona. So Malia Hosaka has been around this business for a long time. So good to see her wrestling still, and she picks up the win. So good for her. Match I would give like 1.5 stars. It wasn't too interesting, but it was fun to see Rayna Von Tosh. I think she has like a good little future ahead of her if she keeps on training and doing her work. Now the fourth match. Now we have a lot of Japanese women. I forgot to say, a lot of Japanese women is going to be on this card, and most of them from Joshi, and then from another promotion. I can't remember the name of it now, but I'll probably put it in the description box when I do. But lots of Japanese women here, and they got a lot of respect like they usually do. You know, a lot of Japanese wrestlers always travel to America, always get a lot of respect. So the first Japanese wrestler that's up is Tomoka Nakagawa, against Mercedes Martinez. Now, Mercedes Martinez, very tough, very athletic. I've seen a lot of her matches live in like Jersey or Pro shows and even Evolved shows. She keeps like challenging women. She's also going to be having a match with Awesome Kong, Amazing Kong, I mean, at the 9/11 show in Evolved, which I really want to see, but might be hard to since ROH is having their show as well. But then also I got to work as well too, so I might not be able to catch that match. But it should be a good match. But on to this match right here, very hard hitting, very wrestling wise, very good executed as expected. Mercedes Martinez went over when she basically did a move off the top rope, was like dropped Tomoka on her head basically, and that was a pretty devastating move. So that I would give 3.5 stars because it was a really hard hitting match from start to finish. And Mercedes Martinez has been unbeatable for such a long time. I'm surprised she's not the Shimmer champion because I haven't seen her lose a match in Shimmer in a very, very long time. So she's definitely one of the top stars there. So 3.5 stars. Tomoka, who's been around, I think, volume 29 or volume 30 as well. She hasn't yet won a match yet, I believe. I don't think she has won a match, but if she does continue to be in a Shimmer card, then I definitely see her going far because Tomoka is really good. So, fourth match, well, I should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me. The fifth match, you have Allison Danger versus Melanie Cruise. Now, Allison Danger is a veteran of Shimmer, and she was on the first volume of Shimmer. She's been around this business for a very long time. Those of you who don't know, Allison Danger is the sister of Steve Corino, which I didn't even know myself until a couple of months ago when I went and read her biography. So I'm like, wow, it's pretty interesting. Brother and sister both in the business. Too bad they never really worked together. But Allison Danger is a great ring veteran, a technician, really good in the ring. She just had a baby a few months ago, or about I think a year ago. So she just came back, which more power to her. When female wrestlers have babies, they usually never come back. But those of them that do have babies and come back, more power to them, definitely. So this match I would say was kind of like a 1.5 stars because Melanie Cruise is a freaking humongous Amazon type woman. I think she's like 6'1", 6'2", tallest girl on the card. She has a good look to her, but the only thing with her, she has to tone down her stomach. If she gets more in shape, then she might be WWE marketable or even TNA marketable. But she's definitely, I think, still new to the business and she needs more wrestling training. But she does have a good look and she can accumulate a lot of good power moves. And now, Melanie Cruise came out with I believe it was Antisocial, and they did a little number on her. They cheated, and Melanie Cruise got the win in a 1.5 star match. So I think they're going to set up a feud because at first she was Allison Danger was having a big feud with Portia Perez. I think they ended their feud a couple of volumes ago, but now it seems like she's going to have a feud with these two girls. So it should be interesting to see what happens with that. But 1.5 stars there. Melanie Cruise definitely has a lot of potential if she tones herself down and gets more wrestling training. Next match you have teacher versus students. Daffney being a teacher against her student, Rachel Summerlynn. Now this feud built up a couple of volumes ago because Daffney basically said that she's not, Rachel isn't a good wrestler, that she's not worthy, that she's kind of like ashamed that she came out that she trained her. She wanted to teach her a lesson. So this was like another disqualification match, but I was kind of disappointed in it because I wanted it to be a lot more. I thought it was going to be a lot more violent, or just a lot more aggressive because both girls can go at it. They can be extremely aggressive and stiff. I've seen the different opponents they had in the past. So this was a really it was kind of a short match as well too, which I thought it could have went a little longer. But for what it was, I will give it 2 stars because Daffney came out with the victory. Nice little move that she did in the end with like a neck breaker type move. So this feud will definitely, I think, continue again still because I think Rachel Summerlynn is going to have something to prove here and she's going to want to prove to Daffney, her teacher, that she can beat her. So next match you have LuFisto, who's a hardcore anime, I love her gimmick, against Hiroyo Matsumoto, if I can say that name right. Hiroyo Matsumoto, another really good Japanese girl. And this was definitely one of my favorite matches. Very fun match between the two because they were both playing off each other. LuFisto, like I was saying, had this anime type gimmick. Now the thing with LuFisto is she's very marketable, but I think what kind of hurts her is she looks kind of old looking in her face, especially. So I don't think WWE will ever want to hire her. But she definitely, to me, has a marketable look that could work for TNA if TNA actually gave her a chance. So this was a fun match. They did a lot of like showboating to the crowd. One funny segment that happened in the match was Matsumoto started spanking her, and then she bit her in the ass, which was like hilarious. So good little match there. But Matsumoto came out on top with kind of like this kind of just not like a German suplex, but kind of like a T-bone type suplex. Dropped LuFisto on her head, got the win, and a good little 3-star match. Definitely, I could see a lot more of Hiroko Matsumoto and Shimmer. Hopefully, see more of her. And LuFisto is absolutely perfect. I love LuFisto. So.